Hello, welcome back to the shed. It is a wonderful fall afternoon here in Montana. It's even better that I'm not smoking half and half anymore. I'm smoking my crow pipes, chubby anse, and in it I'm smoking some Drew Estate meat pie. What a great fall blend it is. Now, today I'm going to be talking about something thanks to Max over at Defiant Pipes. I find Max, you give me lots of things to talk about, lots of things to ponder, and you only had to mention one sentence of this. Really got me thinking about it. In a video this past week, Max was smoking, and he had to move in the course of the video. The reason he cited for moving was one of his neighbors that he saw across the fence, I'm presuming across the fence, kept coming in and out of their house while he was sitting back there on his back porch, respectively. He said like he felt like he was hogging the solitude. And so that got me to thinking about solitude and hogging it. Can one really take a greater share of someone else's solitude? And the short answer I came up with that was, well, no, not really. For me, when I think of solitude, and it is, yes, being by myself, but I can be by myself and introspective when other people are around me. I don't necessarily need to be alone to feel like I'm by myself. You know, and in account for that, I was having a smoke break, a pipe break, while at work. And whilst there, some ladies across the parking lot from us, there's a caramel factory where my wife works, so a couple of my wife's coworkers came out, and they're cigarette smokers. They were having their smoke break. And I thought really hard about going over and saying something to them. The fact of the matter was, one, that would take effort, which I'm not afraid of taking effort to say hi to someone. I'm a very social person. I say hi to lots of people all the time that I go out of my way to say hi to. But in addition to that, I was very content just sitting there. Well, I wasn't sitting, I was standing there. Smoking my sage cob with half and half. Enjoying the cool, damp morning. And all the smells and sounds that a cool, damp fall evening fall morning has associated with it. And I could hear them chitter-chatter every once in a while. I was there by myself. But not alone. They were obviously no more than 100 feet away from me. And there is this peace about it. Being by myself there, just me, my pipe, and the simple pleasure of the morning. I dare not say anything else. There was no need to. And so I just continued to sit there and smoke until the half and half had run out. In the quiet comfort of the moment. When I was done, I went back inside, feeling refreshed and relaxed and focused. And that's what really got me to thinking, can one hog solitude? And that's why I say, no, you can't. Solitude is more, it's one of those words that has a physical being, but also metaphorical being as well, where, yes, one is by oneself, but mentally by oneself as well. And with that, when I was a child, everybody likes superheroes, or well, most people like superheroes. And so obviously, when you think of superheroes, most of the time, the first one you think of is Superman. And Superman has a fortress of solitude. And when I was growing up, I asked my father, why does Superman need a fortress of solitude? He's the greatest being on the planet. Why does he need to be by himself? Why can't he just stay around people all the time? And as a child, oftentimes, we don't understand the necessariness of being by oneself and being in contemplative silence sometimes. In addition to that, Superman would carry the weight of the world on his shoulders. And what a burden that would be. And because of this, now that I'm older, more mature, the more I thought about it, and what Superman is and what he represents, how important it is for him to have solitude. And superheroes being a literary interpretation of what we most desire to be in ourselves. And even though we could save the world if we were Superman, it'd be an awful tough job. And we need a place where no one can touch us. So whether it be physical solitude or mental solitude, we need it. And as much as I'm a social person and love talking to people, I need my solitude. I need a quiet moment where the rest of the world can't touch me. It's part of that slowing down thing. take the mind off your worries. So, with that, I found a quote this week from Jewish philosopher Martin Buber. And that says, "Solitude is the place of purification." And with that, my friends, be kind and good to each other.